Welcome back to Mercenary. AJ McKee here to the program, crushing it as a pro so far, 4-0. Bellator 160 coming up. Was supposed to be Henry Corrales, but today they made the announcement that you have a different opponent.
Yeah, I guess Corrales got hurt, so I sent him my blessings and whatnot. But fighting, I forgot who I'm fighting, but he's like 6'2" with a 78-inch reach, so I get to kind of just come in and commit on the inside this fight, and let my hands go on the inside and not really have to fight on the outside like I normally do. So it's gonna be a fun fight.
It's how tough is it though? It's like a week away, right? Like you're a week away from the fight. Like how do you plan? How do you prepare for a guy like that? Because now all the hard training's done. It's like how do you prep for a guy like that?
I just feel with like my style and the way I fight, it's going to be a havoc for anybody to have to fight me and deal with me. Yeah, there were a couple of little things I was setting up for with Corrales, but at the end of the day, it's a fight. You just got to go out there and do what you do.
Was it tough taking the new opponent? Did Bellator go, hey, the Corrales is out. This is the guy that's going to replace him. It's the only choice you got? Or were there a couple choices they gave you?
They gave me a couple choices, and I just told my dad to handle it. I don't like to look into it.
I was just going to ask. That was my next question. Like, did you just say, Dad, just take care of this and tell me who I'm fighting?
Yeah, they get.
So, yeah.
And because if it's up to me, everyone's always talking about like, oh, who have you fought? And if it's up to me, I'm like, well, who do you want me to fight? You want me to fight somebody with a big name? Throw them in there. Yeah. So there was a couple of big names on that fight sheet that they gave to me, and I'm just like, Dad, pick the fight, do, and whatever you feel best I should do, that's what I'm going to roll with.
So hard training's pretty much done, right? You've done all your last hard practices, or you still have a couple more left?
Nah, we're pretty much done. Now it's just mitt work, fine-tuning, getting some flashy combos put together, and just entertainment stuff now,
How's your weight?
Good, I'm about 10 over.
So normal, typical.
Yeah.
This fight obviously is in the Honda Center in LA and down in Anaheim actually, but so it's real close to the house. It's not like you have to go too far. Are you going to check into the hotel with everybody else? Or are you going to stay at home?
Yeah, I'm going to check into the hotel. It's just different to get away. Get your mind clear and not have to have anything at home. Little sister, cooking, just different things. Just being away. It's like it's easy.
Is your dad going to check into the hotel too? They give him because I know he's always in your corner. They're going to give him a room as well, or is he going to just stay back at Body Shop and have to run classes during the morning and then come take care of you at night?
He'll be in the room with me. It'll probably be me and my cousin Joey Davis. We'll link up in a room, or I don't know if he gets a room. Then I don't know. We'll probably end up being together and just give my dad a room.
It's funny that you and your dad pretty much go everywhere together, and he's been with you obviously since birth. Now he's your coach as well as still your father in the coaching process, and you really rely on him for most of the stuff that's going on because you really honestly have no idea what's going. Like you're like I don't know who the fighter is. Dad is telling me this is what I got to do. This is what his range, his length. I'm just going to do it like this. I just do as I'm told, like a proper son should, and it just works for fighting, which is strange from an athlete coaching standpoint. Most athletes are like, no, I got to know what's going on. I got to know, but you have a deeper trust with your coach than most other athletes do.
Yeah, I just feel that's just based off like the things he's done in his career. He's seen it all and just been there and done it all. So he's not going to want anything but the best for me.
Right. And it's going that way. And to be honest with you, even if it was Henry Corrales, I still saw you going to 5-0. And obviously now with a 1 week replacement opponent, you're going to be 5-0 at the end of this as long as you keep your head and do everything that's proper. What do you think is going to happen with you after this fight? Let's make the assumption it's another devastating knockout, another devastating submission, and it's just wows the crowd. What do you think Bellator is going to try to do with you after?
I feel Bellator is trying to gauge me. I feel that they don't really know how good I am. So with the Corrales fight, that was kind of throwing a gauge at me, to try to see where I'm at. And because he's fought our champ and our ex-champ, so it would have just been a good showcase for them, to see where I'm at. But I don't know. Whoever they throw at me, I feel it's going to be the same result every time until I get into those top 2, top 3 contenders, and I have to kind of pick a fighter apart, you know. But even at the same time, top 2, top 3, if you leave an opening, I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna put you down.
That's AJ McKee, the mercenary, getting ready to fight. I apologize. I forget your opponent's name. That Bellator 160. Now that you have to change. Thanks so much for coming on, man. I know that you're busy. It is tough to get you because I always catch you in between practices as you're driving someplace, getting ready to start. Because it's funny, we always pick on you for. It always seems like I'm waking you up whenever we talk. But you're a busy kid. Like you really are busy, and still you still work in the nightclub. Before.
Yeah, actually, I was actually really getting prepared for this fight, so I took a full month off.
Wow.
But yeah, the after party, actually, my club sponsors me, so the after party will be up there as well. Come through. It's gonna be pretty
What's
fun
the club?
afterwards.
What's the club? And where's it at? So the folks at home know.
OHM nightclub. It's off Hollywood and Highland. I think it's 6801 Hollywood Boulevard.
There it is. If you can't get to the fight, get to the after party for sure because it'll be a victory party. As far as I'm concerned, it'll be a victory party. That's my prediction, but we'll see.
Yep, me, Joey, Rampage, Kimbo Jr. We'll all be up there. So come out. And have some
Don't
fun.
prove me wrong. Make sure it's a victory party. Don't prove me wrong.
Always.
All right, AJ. Good talking to you, brother. Take care, man. We'll talk soon.
All right, you too. Thanks for having me.